But the next question I was wondering about that, like since we were talking about this competitive environment and wanting to do so many different things, I know people also have this ideology of trying to give their 100% to things. Like, were you someone who ever believed in this idea of giving your 100%? And has this idea changed? And if so, why?
Oh, that's a hard question. And I think from from what I just said about taking on too much at the beginning and feeling like you have to give 100%. So
Yeah.
probably that's how I came in giving that mentality. I'm in a competitive environment. And lots of people around me are doing amazing things, and I want to also be doing amazing things. So I feel like I need to give 110% in
Yeah.
order to, show up at work every day. And I think that, as I get further in my career, and I'm sure anybody else who's sort of experienced in their career as well will tell you that giving 100% to every area of your life is not feasible. And, you yourself are probably, you have 100% to give every day, and you have to decide sort of what areas of your life to give them to.
Yeah.
And so I think sort of looking at it like that, you're not going to be able to show up every day 100%. And especially if you're drained in other areas. So, I mentioned like if you're not working out, if you're not getting enough sleep, if you're not eating properly, if you're sort of lacking in those areas, how are you going to show up 100% to work? So I think, I try and look of every day as kind of a scale. And so some days I may be, or it's crazy day at work. I have lots of clients conversations. I have lots of things that are going on. And so probably that day I'm giving 80% to work, and other areas of my life, maybe I have to balance the rest out. Whereas, other days I want to focus on myself a little bit more. I want to, maybe on the weekends, I want to just take 100% of time for myself or, those kind of things. So it's all a balance. And I don't think that you can give 100% to one area. Otherwise, and if you are, you're going to be sacrificing another area of your life. And as much as I love work, I am a workaholic through and through. I don't think that that's the only thing in life, and I think that we should be focusing on our mental health, our physical health, our relationships,
Yeah.
family, those things as well. So those are all parts of like the big pie chart that make up you. So don't feel like work needs to be the entire pie.
Perfect. So would you say like your major tip would therefore be that, prioritize things you want to give that 100% to, or maybe break down that 100%,
Mm,
break
exactly.
it down into four pieces, which is 25% each, or break it down
Mhm.
into two pieces, 50% each. So kind of like prioritizing. That makes sense.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't think it doesn't need to be the same every day.
Yeah.
It's some days you're going to be able to give more here and take less here and those kind of things. So, if you don't be hard on yourself, if one day you have extra meetings and you're not able to go to the
Yeah.
exercise class that you want, because you know what, the next day is a new day, and then you can prioritize that because you gave a little extra to work yesterday. So I think, starting new every day fresh and have like goals and priorities that you set for yourself, but don't be hard on yourself if some days you have the balance isn't as perfect as you'd like.
No, definitely.